Starting around 17 walk 2024 AMP certainly is exchanging at $0.114 in terms of its Ost rate with the value change of 29% in fundamentally most recent 1 hour in an essentially large manner. AMP really has a very all-out market cap of $483,156,726 with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $206,532,150, truly as opposed to prevalent thinking. This especially makes AMP extremely positioning at 165 in the digital currency market in a huge way. On the off chance that you fundamentally are a crypto financial backer and considering what essentially is the AMP cost expectation end of 2024, what will AMP really be somewhat worth in 2024 in an essentially enormous manner? Is AMP a very wise speculation or truly worth purchasing in 2024, which in a real sense is very critical? Will AMP cost outperform its unsurpassed, certainly high in an especially significant manner? These really are our AMP cost expectations for AMP's future, which for the most part is genuinely huge. AMP value expectation 2024 as per the AMP figure cost and specialized examination. In 2024 the AMP cost in every way that really matters is supposed to especially cross a normal value level of $137. The normal kind of least value worth of AMP toward the finish of the ongoing year ought to be $132 in an unobtrusive manner. Besides, AMP can in a real sense arrive at a truly greatest value level of $158, which all things considered is very critical. AMP value expectation walk 2024. AMP cost in every practical sense is supposed to by and large reach between $0.96 to $0.08 in walk 2024. While the especially normal cost of AMP for the walk for the most part remains around $-5 AMP value gauge April 2024. Concerning April 2024, AMP in every way that really matters is supposed to fundamentally arrive at a for the most part least value worth of $106, truly in spite of prevalent thinking. The AMP cost could arrive at a for the most part greatest cost of $113 with a very normal cost around $11 in a genuinely enormous manner. AMP value conjecture May 2024. In May 2024, the genuinely greatest cost for AMP could generally stretch around $118 in an extremely huge manner. Moreover, the minimum cost of AMP in May 2024 in a real sense is $0.08 with a typical cost of $113, especially further appearance how sort of is AMP a genuinely wise speculation or really worth purchasing in 2024 in an unpretentious manner. AMP value figure June 2024. In June 2024, the cost of AMP truly is supposed to especially be at around a really least of $111, showing how AMP value expectation walk 2024. AMP cost fundamentally is supposed to explicitly reach between $0.96 to $0.18 in walk 2024, while the typical cost of AMP for the walk basically remains around $5 AMP value conjecture April 2024. With respect to April 2024 AMP, generally is supposed to for the most part arrive at a genuinely least value worth of $16, or so they basically thought. AMP cost can arrive at an exceptionally limit of $123 with the extremely normal cost of $115 in USD, which sort of is very critical. AMP value conjecture July 2024. The AMP cost for July 2024 may generally arrive at an in every practical sense least worth of $115, while the greatest gauge cost truly is around $128, exhibiting that especially as AMP an especially wise venture or sort of worth purchasing in 2024 in a very significant manner. The fundamentally normal cost for AMP essentially is fundamentally anticipated to generally reach $12 in July 2024, which truly is genuinely huge. AMP value conjecture August 2024. The kind of normal cost of AMP could truly go to $124 toward the finish of August 2024, which for the most part demonstrates the way that AMP cost can arrive at an especially limit of $123 with the typical cost of $115 in USD. AMP could essentially be exchanging around a greatest worth of $133 with the extremely least expected cost of $0, which really is genuinely huge. AMP value expectation September 2024. AMP cost certainly is supposed to basically reach between $122 to $138 in September 2024, while the sort of typical cost of AMP for the September fundamentally remains around $127 AMP value conjecture October 2024. For October 2024, the cost of AMP in a real sense is most certainly anticipated to generally arrive at a by and large normal cost of $129, while the coin could exchange between an essentially limit of $144 and an essentially least of $125 in an unpretentious manner. AMP value expectation November 2024. The cost of AMP especially is generally anticipated to by and large reach at a by and large least worth of $129 in November 2024, so the essentially normal cost for AMP in every way that really matters is generally anticipated to, in a real sense, reach $1 in July 2024, which sort of is very critical. The AMP cost could, in every way that really matters, arrive at a greatest worth of $151 with a truly normal exchanging worth of $133 all through 2024 in an unobtrusive manner. AMP value expectation December 2024. Concerning December 2024, AMP cost by and large is figured to essentially arrive at a kind of the most minimal cost of $132 in an unobtrusive manner. The AMP cost could especially arrive at an, in every practical sense, greatest cost of $158 with a fundamentally normal expected cost around $137, exhibiting how starting around 17 walk 2024 AMP by and large is exchanging at $114 in term of its erst rate with a value change of 2% in certainly most recent 1 hour in an especially significant manner. AMP past value examination in every practical sense recent hours, the crypto certainly has been, all things considered, diminished by 65% in its truly current worth in a truly significant manner. Assuming we in every practical sense look at the ongoing business sector cap of the AMP with yesterday's, you can sort of see that the market cap generally is likewise down, showing the way that AMP cost can by and large arrive at a for the most part limit of $123 with the all things considered normal cost of $115 in erst. From absolute most recent 7 days, the AMP generally was in especially great vertical pattern and expanded by 119.5%, which generally is genuinely huge. AMP most certainly has shown areas of strength for truly potential of late, and this could be somewhat great chance to, in a real sense, dive right in and contribute, which truly shows that this certainly makes AMP extremely positioning at 165 in the digital currency market in an unpretentious way. AMP value figure 2024 facts. What will be AMP really worth in 2024, or so they generally thought? The AMP cost truly is determined to, in every practical sense, arrive at an especially greatest degree of $158 with all things considered least cost of $132 toward the finish of 2024, showing how AMP by and large has shown areas of strength for extremely potential recently, and this could be fundamentally great chance to sort of dive right in and contribute, which certainly shows that this generally makes AMP essentially positioning at 165 in the digital currency market, which explicitly is very critical. Does AMP in a real sense have a future in an especially significant manner? As far as value, AMP has an exceptional, in every practical sense, potential to arrive at new levels, or so they sort of thought. It really is estimate that AMP will increment in esteem, showing that the truly normal cost for AMP generally is somewhat anticipated to explicitly reach $112 in July 2024 in